WWE is facing a lawsuit from a wrestling promotion this morning. Plus, a New Japan Star is making their Impact Wrestling return. And another Forbidden Door Royal Rumble entrant has possibly been revealed. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Waking up to the news this morning that WWE is being sued, this time by Major League Wrestling. So here is the statement from MLW. The federal court antitrust lawsuit is based on WWE's ongoing attempts to undermine competition and monopolize the professional wrestling market by interfering with MLW's contracts and business prospects. As described in the complaint, WWE pressured third parties to abandon contracts and prospective relationships with MLW. WWE's misconduct included disrupting every level of MLW's business, including a major streaming deal for MLW, which would have been transformative for the company. So, what this lawsuit states is, as you heard there, MLW give examples of this, saying that in early 2021, MLW was entering talks with Vice TV, which they go on to work with. Apparently, a WWE executive at the time approached Vice TV, saying that WWE owner Vince McMahon would be P155ED if Vice worked with MLW. Just kind of a shot across the bow, just to say, hey, look, if you work with them, big guy's not going to be happy. The Vice TV executive responded to that with saying that the WWE's conduct was illegal, it was an antitrust violation, and WWE have been, according to CEO Court Bauer, wrongfully depriving its competitors of critical opportunities for many years, but its latest conduct has been even more unconscionable. I got that right in the podcast. I think we speak for the rest of the professional wrestling world when we say this anti-competitive behavior has to stop. WWE's ongoing misconduct has hurt fans of professional wrestling and competition in the professional wrestling industry. Through this lawsuit, MLW seeks to recover its losses due to WWE's interference and enjoin WWE from future interference. Now, WWE has released a statement following this announcement from MLW. And it goes as follows. WWE believes these claims have no merit and intends to vigorously defend itself against them. Busy morning for wrestling-based attorneys.
Yeah, my goodness gracious me. Matt Murdock's going to have a whole deal on his hand here. No, this is crazy. This makes me think about last year when we were reporting that WWE and MLW were reportedly in talks of working together, sort of like MLW almost being like Evolve for WWE, in which they would poach their talent and then, bring them up into WWE, and then WWE bought Evolve. And it just seems messy. I don't know if something there is perhaps potentially gone wrong and things have been crossed. Obviously, we see in this that apparently, allegedly, Vince McMahon and WWE stopped MLW having a big time streaming thing on Vice TV and whatnot, and it's just messy. I mean, I don't really know what much more to say about it until things sort of come to light a little bit more.
Can't help but certainly feel there is some animosity between MLW and WWE. Before this, there certainly was a little bit of that. I mean, I remember there was stuff about Davey Boy Smith Jr. that was coming out.
Yeah,
Davey
of course.
Boy Smith Jr. was, MLW saying that we've signed him up, we've got him. Then all of a sudden end up blowing up and saying, right, we released him of his contract. He turned up in WWE, and now he's gone again. Yep. So I can't help but, and so I think MLW probably leading the pack here from a lot of people that say WWE are very much controlling the industry and aren't affording opportunities to other promotions in a completely, I'm sure, unrelated piece of business. WWE looking at opening the forbidden door for other wrestling promotions in the Royal Rumble. I'm sure completely unrelated and now unmotivated. We'll get to that in a little bit in the wrestling news. But let's talk about another forbidden door, the one that swings between Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Who's coming back to Impact, Andrew?
is Jay White. New Japan Pro Wrestling star Jay White will be returning to the company as part of the 21st of January and 22nd of January TV tapings in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And last time we saw White, he was in Impact, and then he recruited Chris Bay for the Bullet Club as well. And then the things that could have happened that didn't happen, Tom, such as maybe a clash between Kenny Omega and Jay White, but we did not see that, unfortunately. So I'm kind of hoping they utilize him a little bit more this time around. I know, obviously, we've heard that maybe the Impact and AEW, sort of the crossovers might not be as much sort of going forward for a little bit at least anyway. But something has to happen. But to see Jay White on Impact, ooh, that is tasty.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, and it's true. Like they did tease a lovely Jay White Kenny Omega bit that never seemed to truly reach its full potential. Which I would quite like to see more of. I'm glad that the New Japan Impact stuff continues on. I know that AEW have since moved away from forbidden dooring with Impact, but I'm glad that Impact has still got that thing with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So more good stuff to look forward to with Impact Wrestling. They continue to make really good strides in 2022. They brought back Charlie Haas, for goodness sake. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
That was a lovely day. That was a lovely day, that was. We're going to end on some Royal Rumble news here. Now, obviously, this is potentially spoilers for some of the surprises in the Rumble, and I get that, you may want to keep those surprises a surprise. Full disclosure, if I was a wrestling fan and not doing this wrestling thing, I'd want the wrestling surprises kept a wrestling secret. Yes, I do keep pronouncing the T. Get over it. But we're going to talk about two other names that may be coming through. One, not so much Forbidden Door, more climbing back through a familiar window. Cameron, formerly of the Funkadactyls.
Yeah, that's exciting.
PW Insider reporting that the current plan might see Cameron entering the Rumble. Obviously, Naomi being a part of the plans up until the Rumble. Funkadactyls reunion in the Rumble seems fun.
That would be very nice. Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want a little dance in the dance in the ring? Come on.
Mid-dance, yeah. A mid-Rumble dance-off always goes down well. The other announcement, this one very Forbidden Door. Former WWE Women's Champion and star of NWA Power, Melina. Apparently, according to PW Insider, going to be part of the Women's Royal Rumble this year. Now, Melina's got a very well-documented history in WWE, but as of late has been doing stuff for NWA. Last time I think we saw her on a major show was at Hard Times in December, where she faced Camille for the NWA Women's World title.
Look at that. This is nice, though. Obviously, with the WWE women's roster at the moment being a little bit thin. You got to bring people in, but it's nice to see them bringing in like Melina and Mickie James and everything as well. Like I know we're talking about the Forbidden Door a lot, but it's just a part of us would probably think we'd never see anything like this happen, right? I know I'm going a lot, tripping over my words.
But it's exciting. I get it.
That's it. It's really exciting. And I think a lot of us thought if there was ever a company that wouldn't open the doors to things like this, probably WWE. But here we are, seeing Melina, seeing Mickie James, and I assume a lot more. I think we'll probably get a lot more other legends in there too to fill out the ranks. Maybe a Trish Stratus. I'm thinking maybe. Who knows?
I think a few more guys and girls from the indie scene. I think because I think if WWE are known for one thing, it's not wrongfully depriving their competitors of critical opportunities. Oh, that's the fix is in as far as I can say with that. But you know what? We win if the adding people from outside WWE into the Rumble is an effort to kind of curtail a potential lawsuit from MLW. Oh, how terrible! We get multiple world champions in a Rumble from different promotions. How terrible for us as fans to get to see Trevor Murdoch running into the Rumble.
Oh my God! I never even thought about that. Imagine
Trevor Murdoch getting in the Rumble, standing in the middle, swinging that big old belt around. Possibilities are endless. More news as we get it throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Keys.
Love you, bye.